Hello again. So it's me. I am Kaniski, and you can catch my personal blog at www.iamkaniski.com. So today I want to talk to you about my yoni egg experience. This is my yoni egg. So this summer I went through this thing where, I was really curious about healing, emotional detox, spiritual detox, all that. And if you don't know, it's really worth reading up on, when you have different experiences, sexual experiences, intimate experiences, like with different partners or whatever. You can sometimes carry baggage with you, more than just like mental, but also spiritually and emotionally. So yoni eggs are made of crystals, and crystals have reported to have, let's put it like that, the crystals are supposed to have properties, and they have different energies, and they're able to absorb like energy from their surroundings as well as give off energy. So that was the whole premise behind my being interested in a yoni egg. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna detox myself, and I'm gonna, for people especially who may have had like vaginal trauma, like from rapes or abortions or whatever, like utilizing crystals in the form of yoni eggs supposedly can be very healing for your body, as they could draw out negative energy. So I did everything right. Found me a yoni egg. I didn't pay like a whole lot of money for it. As you can see, it's not like top quality of yoni egg. Like, this is amethyst, and each crystal has its own characteristic, whether it's for strength or healing or detoxing or rejuvenation. Every crystal like has their own property. So this is amethyst, and I chose it for my personal reasons. And I'm really excited because the other reason that you could use a yoni egg, also the other reason would be because it does help like strengthen and train you. It's like when you do Kegels, it's like lifting weights without any weights. Like you kind of, you would use this right here to help train your body, like when you're doing Kegels, or to bring a different element of like strengthening to your yoni, if you know what I mean. So got the yoni egg, but my reason was for this emotional healing, because I had watched all these videos on YouTube, and it was like all these people saying, oh, when I put the yoni egg in, it was like this instant emotional release. I cried, and things were brought back to my memory that I had forgot about, and I experienced such emotional healing, and it was very spiritual, and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh, so I got like magic in a bottle, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna get some show enough inward healing or whatever. So got it. As I said, these are supposed to be able to absorb energy as well as give off energy, So I charged it, did the whole charging it, and left it outside, and became one with my yoni egg, and bonded with my yoni egg and set my intentions. Like, I did everything right, and I came with a really open mind. So the night came where I already used my yoni egg. I took a night where I was completely by myself. I wasn't with my significant other. The kids were asleep. I had all night to just be by myself. Did my thing, put the yoni egg in. And there's a method to putting the yoni egg in, by the way. There's a method. You don't just go and just ram the yoni egg inside of you and say, work. The way the yoni works is it's supposed to accept things into it, not have things forced into it. Remember that. It's supposed to accept something into it, okay? So I did the sipping method, where your yoni actually slowly sips this thing into it, like so. So I sipped this yoni egg in there. I took my time, and I was really surprised. I'm like, is this gonna actually fit? Like, is this gonna go inside of that? I wasn't really sure, but it did. No problems. Went and stayed. So a few minutes passed. I'm like, okay, it's in. Big accomplishment. I'm ready. I got in my little happy place, my place of meditation, and I thought, it's like, I don't feel anything, I continued to meditate and just bring myself to a place of peace. I did all this, I breathed, I concentrated, I focused, I got in my zone, and nothing happened. So 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, nothing happened. Now we're at an hour, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work for me. Like, I felt like I needed to have some good, spiritual detox, emotional cleansing. I was like, this ain't gonna work for me. And so that is the fail. That is the fail. I'm gonna say this. Like I said, I didn't really get a high quality yoni egg. I did. And even the seller who sold me this says, you know, this is going to be the lowest quality that we have. You can go up. And I felt like she was just pitching me like a sales pitch and she wanted more money. So I was like, nope, I'm going to take it. Because a crystal is a crystal. So why spend $80 or $90 for something I can get for under $20? That was my thing. So if I had spent more money to not get the emotional detox healing effect, like to have my yoni all rejuvenated and have all the memory, the muscle memory of other people, other relationships, like released from my body, I would have been upset. I'm sorry. I got so angry. Like the yoni egg just fell out my hands. Like, hold on. So, back to what I was saying. Like, had I spent a whole lot of money, I would have probably been very upset and disappointed. So that is the fail portion. So on to the not so bad part of it. So the other part is that you can use this as part of like your vaginal strengthening routine. And I will say it's supposed to be really good for people who have children, have had children, or for whatever reason you want to just strengthen your yoni, tighten your muscles, become more conscious and aware. So after about the first hour, when I realized, okay, this ain't got no effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, I just switched gears and I was like, I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this yoni egg, right? So I decided to do some yoni egg exercises, and I can't like really explain them to you. It was like months ago, and I will say there's a lot of good information online. Google it. So started doing my little exercises or whatever, and it is a difference. It is like very much difference, like, because it helps, like the exercises help you focus on your inner muscles, not just as one big muscle that you strengthen and tighten and loosen, or tighten and release. Not as one big muscle like that, but as like a group of individual muscles. So you're able to focus on them individually. So instead of just tightening and releasing, you're working on like activating different muscles, like the top muscle you hold and release. And it did give you something in there so you could focus. I can't really explain it to you, like just go read. But I was able to like sit and consciously focus on like what was going on inside my yoni with this inside, with this going on. And I was able to do like some really good exercises. So kept it in for a little while and finally got tired. My yoni got tired. My yoni was like, okay, I'm ready to let it go. The exit process for this, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna get stuck, because mine is not drilled. Like, it doesn't have a hole or anything in it. It just has to come out. You just have to get it out. Getting this out was like, no problem. The same way you sip it into your body, you just release it out of your body very slowly. But as with most things, like if you're tensed up, you're nervous, all that, it ain't gonna come out, and it's not gonna come out as easily. So I just didn't fight with it. I just kind of sat and let it do its thing, and thought about it, calmed myself down, and it came on out, no problem. I was really excited about that, because I didn't want to have to go to the emergency room or call somebody to my house saying, hey best friend, can you come extract this yoni egg out my yoni? Because we like that. If I needed her to come get the yoni egg, she would have dug around and got the yoni egg, or else. So no problems getting it out. So don't worry, if you plan on getting a yoni egg, it will come out. So after the yoni egg experience, went on, had grown people time with my significant other. Be mindful, I didn't tell him that I used the yoni egg. He knew I had one, but I didn't tell him when I was going to use it. So the next whatever time, like the very next time that we got together, it was like completely different. Different physically, and different like in a dramatically emotional way for both of us. Like, he was using terms he ain't used before, like, ooh, can you feel it? I'm like, what? He's like, that energy. And I'm like, yeah, I do actually. And I was able to actually do things that I hadn't done to that extent before. And I'm not gonna say it was all because of yoni egg. I'm gonna give some credit to myself. I think I became more aware because I had took a good amount of time to focus and research and read about what was going on. So I'm gonna give it a few points, because if you're using it for the benefit of Kegels or something like that, it is really, really helpful. But complete fail as far as emotional. That was only my first time using it. I have not used it since then because I felt like it was a bust. I may go back and try it again. I may. I don't know. I haven't decided. So, Yoni Egg, I guess my best advice to you, don't go completely cheap, but don't spend too much money. Like, don't waste too much money. Like, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. And maybe Amethyst just didn't agree with me. Maybe I needed something stronger than Amethyst. Hell, I don't know. I just know I'm glad that this didn't cost me no $90. And I'll be sitting there looking like, okay, when is my emotions gonna, the floodgate of my, emotions gonna open up. So that is my Yoni Egg experience. I tried not to keep this video too long. You can catch my personal blog at iamkaniski.com. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the red button. Subscribe to my channel. There'll be more. Leave your comments. Anybody else tried a Yoni Egg and just really ain't want to come out and say it didn't do for you what you thought it should have done for you? Like, let's talk about it. Anyway, thank you for watching.